you know, we were talking about Mars a little bit earlier, right?
Sure.
And we know when it comes to different planets, they got different regulations on their grooming, man. You can't be going up to different planets, especially Mars, with your stuff not, in order. So
Mars is strict.
Manscaped, they're very strict.
Wow.
They're very strict, which is why at Manscaped, that Lawnmower 4.0, you can go out of space with that, right?
Damn, it's regulated.
Bro, what? Come on, man. We super regulated over here. Yes. Our friends at Manscaped, they create the best products when it comes to below the waist grooming. I'm talking they're undefeated. Now, not just below the waist. If you need to go into your other delicate areas, the Lawnmower 4.0 is perfect for you because not only does it have the light so you can see, we talked about that. Sometimes some places are a little bit darker. You need to turn the light on.
I mean, if you're navigating through space.
Come on now, on the final frontier.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you can see. You don't want any asteroids getting in there, especially when you're down by the stubble. We don't want any of that, all right? Watch out for those meteoroids too, man. Just, hey, keep them separated. All right. Slow and slow. But with that Lawnmower 4.0, that performance package that we love to talk about, because the performance package, that's actually something that we're giving away later on. But with the performance package, it comes with that Lawnmower 4.0. It comes with those weed whacker trims. Yeah, because you can't have them nose hairs, ear hairs. I don't know, Deke. The people on the dating scene, but I've heard it's not really attractive. People
it's not a good look.
It's not a good look. So you don't want those problems. But you got that in that bag right there. Also a travel kit so you can put everything in there. And we can't forget the ball reviver and the crop refresher. Keep those balls revived. Keep that crop refreshed. It's that simple. And it would not be a promo. It would not be a sponsor if we did not have something for you, man. So what we have for you is a promo code, and the code is MOATS, MOATS, to receive 20% off along with free shipping at manscaped.com. You don't want to miss out on it, baby. Like Madden ranking, man, because it's Madden.
You were on vacation when this stuff was popping, man.
Bro, I was. And I was just like, yo, this is out of control, man.
There's big time outrage, man.
Like, bro, I've been hearing it. I've been seeing it. And I was like, yo, what is going on with our friends at EA Sports? Make it make sense, baby.
I'll just go through a couple of them here. Who knows? Maybe we'll go through them all. TJ Watt at a 94. So he's rated. Because I don't have the other positions he's compared with. I believe he's the third best edge / outside linebacker in the game at a 94.
Behind who?
They have Khalil Mack at like a 96, 97, and they have Myles Garrett at a 98.
Okay.
TJ at a 94 though. That's just a damn shame.
I guess no. My thing is this: in terms of how they're viewing Myles and Khalil, I think we talked about this before with PFF. We said if you're just talking about physical specimens, right? Freaky athlete, passed the eyeball test, all that. Sure, Myles Garrett, he looks like that for a reason. I mean, TJ ain't passing a ton of eyeball tests. Now, TJ can play his tail off, and that's really all that matters. But with some of like the game stuff in the rank, I do know they play some of that into it. So that's why I think Myles is as high as he is, and why TJ is sitting at 90. You said 94, right?
94.
Instead of being higher. I think that is probably it. Because even with Khalil, like Khalil is a specimen. You look at Khalil like he's scary. You know what I mean?
Like they probably have TJ Watt with better coverage ratings, but that doesn't necessarily translate to a better overall for an edge.
For an edge guy, right? Whereas you talk about, I'm sure the strength. You look at the strength rating for Myles and Khalil versus TJ. I want to see what that is, man, as well.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, let's do it, man. We got
damn.
time.
Let me try to figure this out real quick then. Dude, this might be tough for me. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'll put it to you this way. I do think they dropped their top 10 strength rankings, and I don't think TJ Watt was on it. But I don't know if that was just for outside or if it also included inside. Because if it was inside, then obviously you have a lot of guys like Aaron Donald and stuff.
Because I feel like that's why some of these people keep trying TJ like that with his ranking, whether it's in a video game or even when we talk about whether it's ESPN, PFF, NFL.com. They sometimes fall for that eyeball. They like the guys that look the part as well as are productive. Whereas with TJ crazy productive, but standing next to those guys, it's going to look a little bit different just standing there.
Okay, I'm struggling to see the strength rating, But yeah, he is 3. Myles Garrett 98, Khalil Mack at a 96. I get what you're saying because I know how certain attributes affect the overall rating for a certain position. Yeah. I still feel like it's just asinine. Like 94, dude.
I agree. 94. He should be higher, but that's somehow, just the reasoning with it, though.
Somehow fix your algorithm. I mean, 94 versus Myles Garrett at a 98. If Myles Garrett's 98, just make TJ a 98. That's fine. I agree. That's fine. Khalil Mack at a 96, though, man. Based off these past couple seasons. You want me to go through the rest of the Steelers?
Yeah, man, because I know Minka got did dirty too.
Oh, my God. No, his was worse. I thought they were going to screw with TJ. They did, but nothing's worse than TJ last year because they gave TJ an 87 last year after almost winning Defensive Player of the Year. Like, that's just me, when ridiculous.
I think of TJ, I'm just like, they're solely knocking him because of he doesn't pass the eyeball test the way those other guys do. That's all I could think of, man.
So they did Cam Hayward and Tuitt pretty well. They had them both in the top 10. Cam had a 92, Stephon Tuitt with an 89. Cam was like the 4th, I think tied for 4th.
Okay.
Out of all the interior defensive linemen. Tuitt was number 8 at an 89. Minka Fitzpatrick, though, at an 89 overall, he was the 10th best safety.
Disrespect.
The 10th best safety.
To the highest degree, bro.
Like, I don't even need to compare him to the rest of the safety. Just to have him 10 as a top safety.
10, who are the 10 safeties or the 9 safeties they have in front of him right now? That's what I'm trying to
Well, they had Tyrann Mathieu at 1.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, I have it right here. I don't know why I'm trying to search.
What? Tyrann Mathieu, Justin Simmons, Jamal Adams, they'll put in those conversations.
Buda Baker. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. I have it. I passed it up. Hold on. Because I'm on ESPN. They got this all over the place right now. I'm at running backs. I'm at cornerbacks. Let me get to safeties. Unless they don't. Oh, here we go. I got the safeties.
All right, here we go.
They have Devin McCourty at 3, Buda Baker 2, Tyrann Mathieu at 1.
Nah, y'all gotta stop this, bro.
Justin Simmons at 4, Jesse Bates, Jamal Adams, Harrison Smith, and then they have Minka.
Yeah, they are tripping. 1,000% tripping, bro.
I think Mathieu he's a 95 is the highest. Buda Baker's a 93. So they have the overalls for all the safeties kind of down compared to the other positions.
Why do they have Minka so low?
Just disrespected.
I'm like, even his flaw, which is more so the tackling part, like, I don't feel like that is enough to have him that low compared to some of these other guys. Like, nah.
Yeah, it's just asinine.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all, man.
It's asinine.
I do not like that at all. And it looks like the people aren't agreeing with them either, man. They feel like Minka should at least be a 95. I'm seeing TJ should be in the 96 or better. Lifelong fan 07 says TJ should be a 97 as well. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm not getting it at all, man.
All right.
And then Ray Thomas even says, now I'm sure we're going to get to the Ben rankings, but
it's just terrible.
He literally says Trevor Lawrence, who has never played a down. He used explicit in there. He's never played a blank down. And he's rated the same as Ben Roethlisberger, WTF, a ton of exclamation points, a ton of angry faces. Yeah, I share that sentiment, Ray. But I don't even know what, like, Trevor Lawrence is really on the same ranking as Ben, because Ben's ranking is pretty bad right now, man.
Well, listen, dude, Madden and Ben, it's just been terrible throughout his whole career. Like, it's just been atrocious. Now, I'll give you specific examples.
Even after hot seasons?
No, I'll give you specific examples over these past 3 seasons. I can't remember going back, a decade ago. But, dude, the year after he won, we might have actually talked about this on one of our first podcasts. The year after he won the passing title, threw for over 5,000 yards, the year we went 9-6-1, he came in at an 85 overall. The year after that, I think, beginning of last year, coming off the surgery, whatever it is, they had him at an 81. And then this year they have him at a 78.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, it's just completely asinine. So, like, my expectations for the Madden ratings and just Steelers in general, specifically Ben, I'm numb to it at this point. I'm just I've been so pissed off. I'm not even surprised. They gave him a 78, but to compare him with Trevor Lawrence, to see all these dudes that are ahead of him, it's ridiculous. It's like it's asinine. That's
crazy.
It's blatant disrespect,
man.
Dude.
That's crazy disrespect. And I will say this. I know, how you say Lucius Alexander, he was like, who cares about the rankings? I will say this, as a player, we always cared because growing up, right, your first experience playing football is on the video game sometimes, or with a lot of us, right? So you grow up creating yourself. You grow up always waiting for that moment where you don't have to create yourself on the video game anymore, where they're actually going to have your picture up there. They're actually going to have your legit stats up there. I remember for me, last name Moats. It was no other NFL player when I was growing up that had the last name Moats. So on the video game, they would just read my number off. I make a play. Would never say my last name. Then I get to the league and they're like, oh, Arthur Moats on the play. So that's the biggest reason why a lot of us players, current, former, we do care about the rankings, baby. It means a lot because this is where we're getting technically evaluated. It's no different than any other top 10 list. You want to be the best on every list. You want your rankings to be the best. So that is the biggest reason why I know I care about it. And I know with Deke's a gamer. Deke play that Madden.
Yeah, I'm pissed off because
man, it's messing up his super team, bro.
Ben's card. He's not gonna get a core elite in Ultimate Team, and what that means, you're not gonna get a power up with it. It has to do with all the chemistries.
Absolutely,
and shit.
Man.
But it's a big deal whenever you're starting off the game. So Ben's not gonna get that in Ultimate Team. So I'm pretty pissed off about that.
Yep.
You want me to go through some of these other guys? And this is just funny. So they gave Ebron an 83. If we're just talking about Steeler play, so they gave Ebron an 83. And Ben a 78.
How about man Schmer to do it?
Which I'll tell you this, for Ebron to get that rating, I'm kind of amped up because to have like a fast tight end is like really valuable in Madden. It's like he's 86 speed, 83 overall. I don't know what that's going to translate to Ultimate Team, but it's probably going to be something similar. But it just goes to show you how ridiculous their ratings are right there.
How is Ebron?
They have Ebron at 83 and Ben at a 78. It's not even
a shot at Ebron, but it's like Ebron at 83. Who's the best rated player on our offense right now?
Juju.
Where is he at then?
84.
So you mean to tell me Ebron is one behind the best player on our offense based on Madden rankings?
I don't necessarily agree with Juju in 84. Actually, he's fine at an 84, but here's my problem. They have Deontay at an 81 and Claypool at a 78.
That's my issues then. Yeah.
They need to be equal with Juju. I think those receivers are pretty much equal. Yeah. All have their benefits or pluses, but all have their cons too, or negatives. But they should all be around the same area.
And Ben is at 78?
Yeah. And Tyson Alualu at an 83 and Ben at a 70. Like it's laughable.
No. Wait. You're not going to take no shot at Tyson like that.
I'm just saying to have him at an 80.
Tyson's rating should be 100. You know why? Because he's a part of 2010 draft class, so he can never do anything wrong. Tyson, I love you. Keep representing for the 30 and older crew, baby. From the heart.
It's just I'm just pissed. I'm even having this conversation. Like Ben should be in the 90s. Like that's what even just pisses me off to where I even have to compare him to dudes like Alualu and Ebron at 83. Like it's not even a comparison.
Like to me, when I just think of when we watch the Steelers play, have we ever said that Ebron is our number one player, our top 3 offensive player? Like based on what we saw from him last year, we didn't feel like that. So that's the part to me where I'm just like, if you're going to rate him at 83, how the heck is Ben so low? How the heck is Claypool? Like, I don't.
You want me to name a few more in the 70s here?
Let me hear some more.
Now, I'm kind of amped up.
Let's get a little bit more of this over here.
I'm kind of amped up about this with Devin Bush. He's a 77, which I'd like to be a little higher. I'd like to be higher, maybe low 80 or high 70. That's what I mean. 90 speed. That's all that matters.
Okay.
To have a 90 speed Devin Bush, that's perfect, especially for a middle linebacker.
Hey, funny thing, as a defender, we knew, all right, we're going to have like crappy rankings, right? We cared about certain attributes though. For me, I was like, where my speed at?
Speed. It doesn't even matter.
Have my speed. I need to be in them 80s, bro. Have me in them 80s, and I'll deal with us. So like, for example, I would look and it would say, oh, speed 80. My strength in terms of hitting power would be crazy high because the far of hit. But then they'd try me be like awareness 50, coverage 50, zone coverage 50, man coverage. I'm like, bro, we coverage every freaking time. Like if I was playing at 50 in coverage, I'd have been fired by now, bro. Like this is nuts. But that's mad.
You got up to the 80s a couple years, right?
I did, man. But even then,
respect.
It was respect. But you similar to how me, like you never feel like it's enough. You always feel like, dang, bro, like can you give me like 83, 84? Come on, bro, just give me one more. Like I'm trying to get a low B here, you know?
I feel you. Now they have Vince Williams still in the game, 78. Devin at a 77. How do you feel about that? I'm telling you, man, these ratings.
It's been. You see what it is?
These ratings, man, I'm telling you. They gave Claypool decent speed, 92. That's not bad.
Vince retired and he's rated higher than my man Devin. I like it.
Oh yeah, him and Ben are the same rate.
That's what I just said. Vince and Big Ben on the same page right now, man. I like it.
They gave Najee a 76.
Oh
they don't.
gosh.
The only rookie they gave in the 80s was Kyle Pitts. They gave him like an 81. Everyone else is like
he's a freak.
High to mid 80s or 70s. I'm sorry.
As a tight end on the game then?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
He gonna stand out. Yeah.
Throw Edmonds at a 77. I feel like that should be a bumper too higher.
But think about this, Edmonds. What's our perspective? Our perspective of Edmonds. It's mixed reviews, but we're optimistic on him on our show. I know some people feel like he's the worst player ever, but from a framework though of the rankings, 77 is still one behind Ben.
Oh yeah, that's why it doesn't add up. Their rankings are just laughable. Yeah. Because it shouldn't even be a conversation where we're comparing Ben to any of these dudes in the 70s and 80s. He should be in the 90s.
Like, so Ben in the same breath of Vince and Terrell Edmonds, and it's not a shot at Vince and Edmonds. Like, we love them dudes, but Ben is Ben for a reason. Like, that's
I don't think I have anyone else. They just have a bunch of the unproven guys then in the 70s.
We gotta
and
call
stuff.
up Ocha. I know he big on the Madden rankings. He had the little video with your boy TB12, so we're gonna need to see if he can do a vid with my man Brady.
I feel like Ocho had respect for Ben though.
I thought the same, bro.
Ocho, all the Ravens dudes like Suggs and Ray Lewis, they all had respect for Ben. It was mutual. I thought.
Man. I feel the same way. Like, come on, baby, get it together, Madden, before we call y'all up.
But yeah, those are the Steeler Madden rankings.
Unreal.
It's just an atrocity.
A lot of disrespect, man.
I was pissed about the TJ one, but I'm just happy they gave him something in like the mid 90s because they gave him an 87 the year before. I thought they were going to give him like an 89. So that was like, okay, at least you exceeded my expectations there. I still think he should be higher. Yeah. And then they dropped the Cam Hayward and Tuitt because this was the timeline. Then they did Cam Hayward and Tuitt, two guys in the top 10. I'm like, wow,
we get respect.
This isn't bad. But then the Minka happened, and then they dropped the full ratings. It was like, all right, you screwed us.
I remember hearing about the Minka when I was on vacation. Like I said, I wasn't.
There was outrage.
It was enough that it got to me, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's what it is." All right.